Okay guys, so I was finally able to, with the help of a friend that I've bought parts from before, I'm going to install this 10 AN on my block vent. This way I did have that covered. Some people, which I know is wrong, some people put a little small filter there, but I already have a catch can system on my car, and I was looking for somebody to make this, right? And I found it. This cost me about 70 bucks. Yes, I know it's a lot. So it comes with this. You put it in. So you're supposed to put this aluminum thing over and try to like bang it in with a piece of wood and a hammer. And I'm gonna show you guys how I'm gonna install this, and then I have to run a line. Right here, guys, as you can see, that blue tube, I'm gonna put my finger on it so you guys can see it's what I'm gonna be removing. Yes, I know it's closed off and it's not supposed to, because that's where your block will vent out. People usually put a filter there, but I'm gonna remove it and put the AN lines here. You guys see, I already had a catch can system, and I closed one hole, but I'm gonna actually get to use that now. As you guys can see, let me zoom in. This is how it looks. Now I have to hit it, hammer it in to make sure it goes with pressure. It's kind of difficult, but you get the gist and idea of it. Here we have the 5 feet of holes that I brought from eBay, 15 bucks, and the 2 90-degree fittings for about 16 bucks from Amazon. Here, as you can see, I already have the press-in fitting installed, and I'm showing you guys how I'm having trouble with the 90-degree fitting from the holes actually hitting my exhaust manifold. So the solution to this is to get a extender, which you'll see now. Got this right here to tie up the hoses, but this extender right here is needed for the way I want to run my hoses. Extra, I think it was 12 bucks. 10 AN here, and it's just an extender. This extender is about, I would say, let's see, about 2 inches. That's enough. Here's how it looks installed with the extender. As you guys see, before it was hitting the exhaust manifold right there, and this is how I want mine to be routed. Now on this side, I'm most likely going to make sure I can route this like this, and probably give it a little bit of more slack. But I'm thinking I have a 90-degree elbow here, so I'm gonna most likely cut this. Like I could use the whole hole, I just don't want to look really cheesy, so I'm not gonna do that. So I'm thinking around here. I'm gonna get a marker, mark it, tape it, and I'll show you guys how I cut it. There's millions of different videos doing that, but you have to tape it first. Sort of like this. Like you see this right here. So then the metal doesn't pop up too much. But yeah, I'll be back. Let me get the marker, start marking things so we can start cutting. Here you guys see I got the hose marked, and I got the 120-degree fitting that I needed to actually install. Here guys, I'm taping off the stainless steel with some blue painter's tape. You want to make sure you get a good amount of tape there. Not too much, but not too little, because you don't want the stainless steel, like the braided line, to kind of stray, because then like then it's going to be extremely difficult to get the actual fitting on. You know, safety glasses, and just make sure you try to make as straight of a cut as possible. Once you get that done, it's pretty, you know, self-explanatory. I apologize for blocking you guys, but yes, I did cut it. And from there on, you just have to get the fitting in and then screw the other part of the fitting. Here you guys see that I'm just making sure that I'm pushing the fitting in. This was a little difficult. I would suggest, you know, adding some WD-40, making sure you have some gloves on, which I do not. But, you know, this just takes time and patience. But once you do get the fitting in, then after that, you know, you can use the press, spin the actual stainless steel holes around, or whatever works for you. But this is exactly what works for me. And once I did get the fitting to sit flush where it's supposed to, then I proceeded to just, you know, screw in the other part of the fitting, and my AN line was actually ran. Here you guys see, here's the finished product. This is how I already tightened all the fittings on the block. You'll see when I go how I ran my holes, and I installed the hole separator and just tighten everything down.